Hello everyone and welcome back to another week's episode of Minecraft Masterbuilds with HalfBakedMan. I of course am the HalfBakedMan and this is Adventureland's theme park. That's right. To anybody new, thank you for watching the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy it. I work hard on these videos, so I hope you appreciate it. Now let's get into this week's episode's breakdown. Last week we did this. We finished out the beach and this part of the hotel. We added the hill, did the lake, the huge lake. This week we're going to focus on finishing out the edge here, and then we're going to finish the hotel, and then we're going to move to the delta, and we're going to fix this, and then we're going to finish the mountain, and if we got time, we are going to start working on Mount Vesuvius and Pompeii, New Pompeii. That's right, folks, I changed the name. It's no longer Rome that we're building, it's going to be Pompeii, because Pompeii was very Romanesque and very awesome. And we definitely want a volcano, don't we? Yes, we do. That's right.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled broadcast to present to you this newsflash.
Hello. I am broadcasting to you from an undisclosed location. I am a representative of the group known as USAD, also known as United Steves Against the Destroyer. The Destroyer, you might ask, is the one also known as HalfBakedMan. HalfBakedMan has already killed in the name of this theme park's progress, and he is going to continue to kill in this theme park's progress. He will make Steves his slaves and conquer this entire planet. And if we do not unite underneath the USAD flag and show him that we stand together and that we will not be bullied by him or killed by him, then and only then shall we be free. Thank you. Now we'll return you to your regularly scheduled broadcast.
Oh my god, what was that? My broadcast was just interrupted. What? I'm gonna figure out who that was. Don't you worry, folks. This won't happen again. HalfBakedMan takes security protocols like this very seriously, and your transmission is very important to me. Alright, now we're gonna start working right here. I'm gonna continue this front facade right here. I'm gonna continue that around the side, and then do something with this so that looks a little bit more better than it does. And we're just going to start working this out the side, and then we're going to move into the interior. Hello, Bunny. Goodbye, Bunny. You know what, everybody? I'm feeling a fast build montage! Strap yourselves in, because here it goes! My fellow Earthicans, welcome back. As you can see, I got a little bit carried away and I went ahead and I basically finished the exterior. I even did a little bit of the interior, as I'll show you in just a minute. As you've seen in the montage, I did the outside edges pretty nicely, except for these towers. I added them on accidentally. I was just trying to see what I liked, and then I just continued on around without recording. And I'm sorry for that, but I saved you all a lot of time. Let's go down here, and I'll show you what I did on the interior. As you see, it's no longer that crazy, obnoxious purple. It's been changed to more subtle colors. I'm not exactly sure how I like this, but we'll see what works. This way, there's stairs right there. This is supposed to be a common area with seats and stuff, and this is the gym. And then here's the swimming pool with hot tub. Meh, hot tub. This is the grand room. And this is going to be like a, that's a bathroom there. I still need another bathroom. I'm not sure where to put it. I might put it somewhere in here. Who knows? That's supposed to be kitchen though. And right here is the office for the front desk staff. Let's just go back this way. Didn't exactly finish this, but I blocked it out before I was like, whoa, what am I doing? This is crazy. I almost finished it off camera. These are more like single gold class standard rooms. These are going to be 2 stories with a bedding area up top, and a like a little living room and bathroom, and maybe no, there's not going to be a kitchenette. That's silly. This will just be more sitting areas. These rooms go on. These still need divided in 2. So there'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rooms on the first floor. And then we go up the stairs. And it's a little bit choppy up here, but bear with me. I haven't done anything right here. And then we go up these stairs, which take you to the penthouse floor. And these are the penthouses right here. They're not finished, but they are blocked out so that decorating can begin. The upper floor leads to the bedroom area of the penthouse with its own private balcony. Oh, and I actually can't fix. It will fit. Yeah, I cannot fit right there. Alright, let's go downstairs. Downstairs. We'll run out here. This is a big party area for the suites. Like, if you're able enough to afford the penthouse or one of the penthouses, then you're good enough to have yourself your own private party deck with a private view of the park. Which ain't actually a park yet, considering there's no rides, but we'll work on that very soon. These are just golden towers, but they do offer a very nice view. And that is what we've got done so far. I won't be so stingy with the footage next time. I shall show it to you. Alright, and as I was saying before, we're going to start by doing something right here. I think this would be a great point to start a roller coaster ride that starts underground and then winds its way back through here along the hill and then becomes a big roller coaster that runs this way for a little bit and then comes back. Nothing too big, nothing too fancy, but something to constitute that this is a theme park. But look at the progress. I believe I'm going to call this the Scarlet Hotel because everything in it has got a little bit of red to it. The floors, the windows, everything's got a little bit of red. And it just seems to work. Alright folks, now we're on to the next stage. To fix this and get ourselves our first ride. Okay, I have decided that right here is where the roller coaster is going to be. I know it doesn't look like a roller coaster. I kept thinking about it and thinking about it. Spent so much time thinking about it, guys. I can't even tell you how much thought I put into this. I was like, maybe I should move the hill right here. Maybe this should be the entrance. And at first I started building what appeared to be like one of these barns. But at the end of the day, that just didn't seem to be good enough. So I went with the stone so that I could cover it with the ground. And the rich folks up there trying to enjoy their day wouldn't have to look at a long line of people trying to get into a roller coaster. So this is the entrance to the roller coaster. You come in here, you get on the roller coaster here, you get off, and then you walk this way to the exit. As the roller coasters are, you got to have a way in and a way out. And we have that. And this is about as far as I got. I placed redstone because it's going to be red tracks basically. Plus that also helps me with having the fast roller coaster, which is nothing but high-speed rails. And it's going to bring you through this tunnel and then launch you. Kind of like a bronco coming out of the gates of like a rodeo or something. Like the rodeo guy gets on top of the horse. The horse is mad, doesn't want it on there. And then the gates open up and the horse takes off. Just that's what's going to happen. You're going to get launched out of here and then sent this way around the tracks, which brings you back around to this area. But all in all, it's going to be not as obstructive as you would think. You might have noticed that I finished this. That's right, you're probably like, Big Man, what is that? What is that weird looking etch line there? Well, that happens to be the rail line. After all, you do not want your celebrities, in this case Steve Dion, with such great hits, you don't want him to be running into the common ribble-rabble of the people at the park. So you got the high-speed line under the ground to make sure that Steve Dion does not have to go and meet anybody. And that's what this is. Let's go super fast. Whoa, went slow. And then it pops you right up in here into one of these blank rooms that might be a bathroom one day. Still not sure what's going to be. I've got a joke for you guys. Are you ready? Okay, brace yourselves, it's going to be a doozy. This year for Halloween, I'm going to be dressed as a Democrat. And anybody that comes to my door, I'm going to take half their candy and give it to people that don't want to go trick-or-treating. Ain't that a great one? Now we're going to move into the word of the day, which is a segment that I would like to create where we learn a little bit of our own language, because after all, English is one of the most complex languages on the planet. And if it wasn't for us trying to be diligent and learn more, then we would be ignorant saps with no real future or prospects. So let's work our way into the word of the day right now. The word of the day is nice. You would describe this as a nice place, right? That's a nice building. That's a nice fountain. That's a nice mountain, right? But did you know, nice used to not be a good word. Nice used to be one of it used to be a word that if you used it, you would offend people so badly you might end up in fisticuffs. So let's break down what the word means. In the 1700s, nice took on a very agreeable meaning, one that stuck. It means, of course, some satisfactory, pleasant, virtuous, respectable, and proper. But its earlier definitions were quite the opposite. Nice used to mean silly. And you remember that silly is not good, even though I'm silly. At least anymore. Or more specifically, foolish, senseless, or even stupid. From the Old French nice, weak, poor, and foolish, and the Latin necius, ignorant and unaware, it also meant strange, slothful, or cowardly. Nice was not something you wanted to be referred to until around the late 1700s, when the positive definitions began to outweigh the negative. Who knew that histories of these common words were so complex? Am I right, people? Or am I right? I never thought that nice would be such a negative term. Like, foolish? Cowardly? This ain't foolish. There's nothing about this that's cowardly. That's just, how words go. Sometimes history changes the meaning of a word completely. One day, happy might mean something horrible. Who knows? We'll just have to find out. Oh, and I just wanted to take this time to thank you guys. Thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for liking the videos. It really helps me out, and I really appreciate every single view that I see on this. Every time I see that somebody's watched this, I'm like, I am entertaining one more person. And even if there was one person out there who watched this video, I would still make a video because that one person liked it. This is the kind of guy I am. I do like the effect though. Like, I don't know if you guys can see it on YouTube's quality, but whenever you get really close and you place blocks, if you're just the right distance, you see it do this weird like electric thing that happens on the grass blocks beside it. It's very interesting. You know, I really could though just sit here and place these blocks literally all day. But that is exactly what I have planned. I was just sitting here, I was thinking, and I was like, remember the first video that I ever done? How grainy it was, how crummy it was. It's the Saints Row 4 video, by the way. I did it because I loved the game. Saints Row 4 was amazing. Even though it was, you know, set in a virtual environment and Earth was completely destroyed. If you got past these few oversights and just really played the game to its full aspect, it really did turn into something real special, where you felt like Neo in the Matrix. And I always wanted to feel like Neo in the Matrix, just saying. That movie's awesome. Who wouldn't want to be Neo with superpowers? And there I was, the cowboy with superpowers in Saints Row. That was such a blast. And I enjoyed the game so much that I was like, I'm just going to make a video. I told my friends about it, told my family about it. And they all laughed and chuckled, and they're like, alright, waste your time. And I did. I wasted my time. I downloaded a GIF maker. I didn't have any idea what the fuck I was doing. I just started playing around. And the first thing I did was I went into the game and I clipped a bunch of things. Like, there's probably, I don't know, 20, 30 different dance moves that your character can do. And I clipped each and every one of them. But I was so new to the process that I named them all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. And I didn't realize the problem with this until I went to go link them all together, and I was like, realizing that I had not only did that with the music, but I did it with other scenes. I also labeled them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. And I was looking at multiples of all the same thing. And I went through them, and I picked some. And the problem was every time I did that, my computer at the time had this weird glitchy problem where I could really only hold one window open. So I ended up putting the same clip in multiple times. Now there's like 20, 30 different dance moves. I think only 3 of them actually make it into that damn video. And then I dealt with the songs. I put the songs in there, and when I had them individual, it didn't look right. It looked horrible. So what I did was I spliced 2 songs together, like the dubstep song and the intro song to that game was pretty good. Yeah, you see that? Took that bunny! I'll do it again. I'll smack you around. Ooh, yeah! You know who's boss. There you go. Get on out of here! But I spliced the 2 songs together, and I love those songs. They're really good songs. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I would recommend that you could just go check out the dubstep song or the intro song to Saints Row 4. Because both of them are excellent techno songs. Probably some of the best ones I've ever heard. But I got them together and I made the footage, and then at the end of the day, I deleted everything thinking I was done. And then I watched the video and realized what I thought was incorrect, and there was huge chunks of missing footage that I could not replace anymore. So I ended up putting pictures to fill it in. And all the video is probably a big train wreck. It's got little bits of humor here and there that's hard to pick up on. It's one of those videos, but I love it. I'll watch it again and again. And every time I watch it, I'm like, wow, you were so new to that. Look at how far you've came now. And just between, you know, you and me, don't tell anybody. I think these videos are getting better all the time. Between the first one of these Minecraft master builds and now this one, just the third video that we're on, which is 3 weeks later, I think I'm doing a lot better than I was on episode 1. Episode 1, I might very well delete that. Probably won't. I'm just going to say, I'm going to keep it there for, you know, posterity. Let me know. That was the first one. You didn't like it, so let's fix what we did wrong, right? That's my mind frame. And the second episode, 20 times better than the first episode. And I was like, wow, that's good progress. Okay, what can I do this week? And this week, I've came up with more ideas and more concepts. I'm including you guys even more in the construction process. Just point out I'm doing this remedial task right here because I have ADD. And it's hard for me to keep track of more than one task at a time. So, bear with me, people. I'm doing my best. Okay. Where was I? See what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah, but I think I'm doing a lot better these days. That's all I'm saying, guys. Fun fact, the Saints Row video was shot off of my computer camera, and it was pointed at the TV, mounted on a chair and several books. It was a pretty strange way to do it, I'll admit. There was better ways, but they don't call me hard way for no reason. Don't get me wrong, I'm a big believer in work smarter, not harder, you know, that whole bit. But, when it comes to it, I'm also a big believer in what looks best isn't done easy. You put more effort into something, and that looks better. Because the more effort you put into it, the more heart you put into it, people will see that. They're going to recognize. Alright, one day soon, this is all going to get a huge facelift. Right now, it's going to look good as is. You know, obviously, there's a lot of you that's going to be like, wow, that looks really nice right there. I'm not a fan of this. This was a test piece I was doing, and it was just to see what it would look like. And I really do not like this tall grass. This tall grass I'll use in some places, but this is definitely not the place for it. Because there's a nice little water spot back here, but you can't really see it because these freaking trees are in the way. But they won't move, but, you know. I'll remove them. I'll chop them down. Get rid of them. So we can see this little pond better. I'm going to add a lot of definition here. When I place all of the leaf blocks, all the real details, this place is going to look amazing, but I do it in sectors. That's the reason why I'm saying this. Like, I mentioned this a little bit earlier, that we're going to work on this, to this, to this, and then over there. And we were just going to focus on this big block area right here. And that's basically how I work. Like, I chose a big chunk, and in my brain, I just started constructing what I was thinking. And it's going to work out. We're going to block everything this way, and then this way, and then we're going to work on this mountain face right here, and move around there. But I don't think we're going to get to New Rome, actually. I mean, Pompeii. We already changed the name. Stick with the story, Big Man. But, we're just going to, work on this one block right here. We're going to try to get this one all with its basic look going, and fix the mountain here, and move around. And that's the plan. So, here we go. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, my friends, I've been hard at work for a little while now. I hope you enjoyed the song. I picked it out. I thought it would match this pretty well. Thank you. As you've seen, we were building a tree. This is supposed to be a tree. It will look like a big tree soon enough. And this is like a root that comes out, but you can walk underneath it. But that's a nice feature. We completed the hill. I added a rooftop to this. And this hill hides the depot for the roller coaster. First ride that's getting built in here. I hope you all enjoyed this. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you on next week's episode of HalfBakedMan's Master Builds. Thank you. You have a wonderful weekend. Dum da dum 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 da dum da dum 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 da dum da dum.